Welcome to the Evangelism Podcast. I'm excited about telling people about Jesus. Today I have a very special guest with me, Andy Game. Thank you for being on the Evangelism Podcast.
Awesome to be with you, Daniel. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we are at the Billion Soul Conference, the Global Harvest Summit here in South Korea, and God has been moving all week.
Awesome.
And we've had so many wonderful discussions about how God is moving, particularly here in Asia, and you're very involved in that,
yes,
and especially in the area of media. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
So good to be with you, Daniel. So we're excited because media is multiplying the hope of the gospel all across Asia, from the city of Tokyo, across the mountains, the deserts, even to Turkey. 5 billion people in Asia. How are we going to reach them? We're going to reach them through media. So God has given us this special gift that we can use. And here's the crazy thing. Half of the population of Asia are aged 25 and under. And the number of people who have a smartphone or are involved, online is 76%. So the opportunity for the future is huge. It's Asia, it's the young generation, and it's going to be through media. I'm excited.
And so what are some of the strategies that you're developing that are effective at reaching young people here in Asia?
The best thing we can do is put an Asian face on Jesus. So I've been living and working out of Japan for many years, and I describe to my friends that we're putting a Japanese face on Jesus, that they can learn about Jesus from a friend in their style and language that will really connect with them. And they can describe it, and the style and the way they do it will be heart to heart. And that really opens the way. And I'm excited that we can just do that more and more.
What are some of the tools that you recommend that people use if they want to reach people via media? I mean, you've got all the social media platforms. How can the church use those effectively?
So what we've found is since the pandemic, there's just so many new resources coming and different names, different places. And a lot of the pastors and leaders I work with were sort of wondering, what to use and how to use it. But we've just brought that together on a hub called Fueled by Hope. And we just want to make that an easy to find, easy to use, and free. That's the key. And so Fueled by Hope, we've been building out since 2020. It was the year of the Bible. World Evangelical Alliance came to me and said, we want to help people in Asia discover God through the Bible, but everything we've got is got Western faces and voices. So can you help? I was like, exactly. Let's give a voice to Asia. Let's put a face on Jesus that's local and recognizable. And so Fueled by Hope, we're just bringing together the stories, but all the best Bible tools and also resources for prayer, for evangelism, and for reaching out bridges into our communities and loving people. So we're bringing together all these resources. It's called fueledbyhope.org, and we're just running stories and campaigns and using digital marketing that reach the millions of people. And so what we want to do, I believe the art of the media, Daniel, is that when we do it well, it connects with the heart. John Maxwell said, many people communicate, few connect. So we want to tell stories that's going to connect, using heart languages, using stories from the culture, connect with the people. And if we do that, that's going to open the conversations. There's going to be conversations, people ask about God, they think about their future, what's their life about, where are they going, what are they living for? So we want to help people make that happen.
Now, one of the important things about evangelism is the follow-up. And so how can technology help us to follow up and disciple people?
I believe we can help create these pathways for people, that we go from these conversations, but we want to connect people into a community online. So we have a lot of discovery Bibles that people can come into and do a course. And we've found that introducing people to Alpha could be a really powerful way. Here's an example. Last year in Thailand, they did a Christmas campaign, and it was called Christmas is for Everyone. It's not just for the Christians, it's for everyone. And we did this campaign, and Campus Crusade and JesusNet did an awesome job with that. But what we did is we then invited people to discover Jesus for themselves. We had 93 people online say yes to Jesus. Wow. And then we started 9 virtual Alpha courses. And what a neat way for people to create that sense of belonging, being part of that community, asking all their questions, and really getting discipled and getting off to the best start in their Christian life.
That's awesome. If someone wants to know more about you and about what you do, what's a good website they can go to?
Yeah, please check us out, fueledbyhope.org. We're also building out media for 50 days. You might have heard Rick Warren, Nicky Gumbel, many others are talking about this Easter to Pentecost. We have a website, 50days.fueledbyhope.org. You can go there and find all the resources. We're putting this together in 5 streams. We're really leaning on what we've heard from finishing the task, that there's these 5 B's. So we want to bring the fullness of the gospel. We want to bring the fullness of the gospel. That's going to be breakthrough prayer. It's going to be Bibles for everyone. It's believers sharing their testimony. It's going to be a body of Christ and community people can come to, and bridges of love. And so we're putting all that together over 50 days. And we've just piloted 25 days for Christmas. So this year we're going to have 25 days from December 1st through 25th. And every day we're going to have a short clip of The Chosen. And people can have an introduction to Jesus every day. And we're doing it on an e-learning app. It's called Nobi. And you can go onto our site and find out how you can journey, invite your friends and family to have a virtual experience of Jesus. So that's on 25days.fueledbyhope.org. So every year we're just going to build this and create more momentum around it. And, you know, we're on our journey to 2033. We just want to see it in more languages and more tools and more Asian faces, Asian stories coming together.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the Evangelism podcast.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Look forward to seeing you in the next city.
Yes, sir.
Daniel King is on a mission to save 1 million souls a year, but he can't do it alone. Would you consider sowing a financial seed today? To give, please visit www.kingministries.com.